My name is Dada Olusegun Theophilus. Welcome to my channel, Humanizing Mathematics. During this episode, we shall be discussing about common functions in mathematics. There are broadly categorized functions in mathematics into 8. Most of the functions in mathematics is categorized under 8 headings. We have the linear function, we have the exponential function, we have the logarithmic function, we have the power functions, we have the polynomial functions, and we have rational, trigonometric, and logistics functions. Among animals, they have their nature according to the species. Each has the way it behaves that makes it unique and identifiable. So also, do functions have their respective way of behaving? Each change according to its nature, trying to mirror a group of processes or pattern. So, the central themes of this function are briefly described below. You see, so in functions just like animals, different types of animals, the way they are different, even though they are all animals, they have some distinguishing characteristics. So also are functions in mathematics. You can distinguish them and then be able to apply them. E.g., linear function models constant rates of change. So when you are getting something like constant, steady, equal change, then you are talking about linear function. When a function models increase or decrease that are proportional to the value of the function, then you are talking of exponential function. That is, the rate at which something is changing or decreasing is proportional to what is available. If what is available is small, that means the change will be small. If what is available is big, that means the change will be big. Then when you have this type of function, they say you are talking of exponential function. Inversely, the inverse of this is logarithmic function. In the case of logarithmic function, it models increase and decrease that are inversely proportional to the value of the function. So that means if the value is big, the change will be small. While if the value is small, the change will be big. Then when you explain that type of changes, then you say you are dealing with logarithmic function. Power function has its characteristics between exponential and logarithmic function. That is how to best characterize power function. Then polynomial function is sum of power functions. When you sum power functions together, you arrive at polynomial. Then also there is this rational function. Rational function is a fraction. When you put polynomial over polynomial, I say polynomial is sum of power function. So when you put polynomial over polynomial and cut them, whatever result to is what we call rational function. Then second to the last function that I will discuss is trigonometric functions. Trigonometric function models data with periodic trends. So when something happens at a regular interval, then we say that thing is periodic. We say that thing is trigonometric. Then the last one I'll be talking about is logistics function. Logistic function models resources limited exponential growth. Resources limited exponential growth. That is what logistics. E.g., when you are on an island, the population of that island is limited. And the resources they are using over there is limited. The maximum resources they have a way of rationing it among themselves. So, functions that represent a resources limited process or pattern, then it is what we call logistics function. So, as a recap, the main thrust of this particular episode is to recognize the fact that there are different types of functions and their names. That is not the only type of function, but that is the broad headings of functions that occurs in mathematics. So the fact that you understand it and you know their distinctive characteristics so that you can be able to use them, apply them as the situation arises, that is the main thrust of this particular episode. Thank you. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel at Humanizing Mathematics on Facebook, on Instagram, and YouTube.